guys. Wait a sec. Hi. Why? Why is he doing that? It's been a hot minute, I'm sorry. Hello? What? Hello? Hello? Okay. I think I figured out the problem. Sound on, so it's gonna echo. Anyways, guys, so today I'm gonna do a Bible reading on Ecclesiastes because we already did Psalms, we already did Proverbs, now I gotta do Ecclesiastes. I'm kind of whispering right now because I'm at my dorm in university. And what? I didn't know that was a thing. Yeah, I'm at my dorm in university, and it's almost 10 o'clock. So you have to be quiet. So here I am whispering, and I'm gonna read a Bible reading. I'm so ridiculous. You guys ever see me rubbing my lips like this on stream? It's because I'm getting Vaseline. Vaseline. I do think I could probably talk a little bit normally. Because I'm not like super loud right now. Do you guys see how anyway. So curly, fresh out the shower. I'm so thirsty. Okay, I'm super thirsty. Okay. So, just brief update for you guys. For anyone that's listening on YouTube, please come over to Rumble and I will love you forever. If you are on Twitch, that's where I was hearing the sound back from. Okay, if you're on Twitch, please come over to Rumble because I will love you forever. And if you are on X, please come over to Rumble because I will love you forever. Okay, but seriously, let me tell you guys what's going on with me right now. So I am right now in Oklahoma. I started university, technically. It starts tomorrow. And I am taking mechanical engineering. Yes, that is what I am doing. So, as a lot of you guys know, actually, things worked out pretty well. God came in clutch. I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to do, like with all of this right now. Anyway, a mess. So, as a lot of you guys know, just a couple weeks ago, I was like homeless in Arizona. And it's not funny, but it's funny. And then I came out here to Oklahoma, found out that my paperwork was always fine. That was really awesome. And then after that, someone was like, "You should, apply for some work." Well, the Social Security Administration was like, "You can work. Just apply for work and do whatever you want." I was like, "All right, bet, thank you." And so I did. I have a job. I've been hired, and I have another interview that I'm going to be going to really soon. So that's really exciting because I'm going to be starting work. So I'll be making money, and I'm getting my foot up in a good direction. And someone else was like, "You should apply for school." And I was like, "You know what? I do want to finish." So I applied to a local university, and I got into their mechanical engineering program, or Bachelor of Science. And so I start that tomorrow. So I'm really, really excited about that because, as you guys know, my dad's mechanical engineering technologist. He went to school for mechanical engineering. He has his bachelor's, and I love the work that he does, and I love working with him. And so I just don't see another way. It's like that just makes sense. And I almost stabbed myself in the eye. Thank you, Lord Gonzo, for the congrats on the school, and Derek. Thank you. I'm really excited. Lord Gonzo, I know you're AJ, but I know I haven't done this in a while because I was trying to like get myself like situated like with like school and what I was going to do, if I was going to be on campus and blah blah blah, getting a job, all sorts of things. I was really trying to just grind and get everything done. So now that that's like in order, I think I can start doing some of these again. And so yeah, I'm gonna do a Bible reading. I have met a lot of people so far. Some of them actually there's actually another mechanical engineering student that goes to my church. So that's really cool to me. Um, a lot of the kids I've met are young people. I'll say not kids, like because actually a lot of the students are older. Um, that I've met at least. They're pretty decent, but I kind of keep to myself regardless because I'm just like, whatever, like that's just my personality, guys. And anyone who knows me, like, knows that I really just enjoy being alone. So, but I'm really grateful to the people who brought me here and the people that I met that have just like helped me along the way because I'm like I'm literally free. Like I literally can like do what I want to do now. And I can make money and take care of myself and now I can go to school and it feels really good. On the flip side, um it's a lot in other ways, but I'm just going to try. The world is your oyster. Exactly. I'm just going to try not to think about those other things, and not let like my mind or circumstance of before get the best of me. Yeah, God is good. Yeah, God is good. And yeah, I won't think about it, but it's new beginnings, and that's all that matters because you can't live in the past. The past is the past, and the people are the past. So, oops, I almost shut down my computer. Let's get to reading. Um, and yeah, sorry guys. Okay. I don't know. It's just funny. Okay, I don't know if I'll read like too much today. I'll read a little bit, and then we'll kind of discuss some stuff that we see on X. Why not? And we'll go back to the Daily Gazeta. And by the way, guys, I have started OMAD, eating once a day, predominantly protein and fat, and no sugar, not even from fruits. Um, Everything that I'm doing from right now is like kind of mechanical. I said a while ago, like when I found out that I was free, I said everything from now is mechanical. I don't care. Nothing's changing my mind. Like everything's mechanical. Like nothing is going to change my mind. And I've stuck to that. What I do during the day, mechanical. What I eat, mechanical. Like when I say that, I mean like it's not for my own personal like pleasure. And I don't care about that. It's what's going to get me the results, what's going to get the job done. And that's just the mode I'm in. And I don't want to be like, I don't want to sound like numb, but it's like at a certain point, you just need to produce results and nothing else matters. I can't really think about anything else anymore. And I've given too much to that, I think. And at the same time, I want to be cautious because I think allowing yourself to feel certain things keeps you like, I don't want to say human, but like human because you can stifle a little bit of your creativity. Um, but in another way, in some other ways, I'm like, who cares? I don't know. I don't know, guys. It is what it is. It is what it is to me. To me, at least. I don't know. So we will be reading from Ecclesiastes. Drew, hey, God bless you. Finally, some worthy of listening to. Thank you, sir. That much appreciated by the grace of God and my Father alone. Um, Most definitely by the grace of God and my Father alone. Now I know that hopefully at some point I really do get to see my family, but it's been it's been like it's been almost 5 years since I've seen my family. That's crazy. That's crazy, but it's okay. All right. Ecclesiastes chapter 1. I'm gonna have to bring it up here because this chapter is actually not that long. I could probably low key. Okay, I kind of need to like put this behind my ear. Low key, I could do both. Let's see. Let's see how I think about it as I go along. About it. You know what's funny? Since I came here, well, it is always, but I talk to people and they're like, "You have such a cute accent. Where are you from? You have such a cute accent." I'm like, "I'm from Canada." They're like, "I can tell. You sound so Canadian." I'm like, "Stop it right now. There's no way you can actually tell that I'm Canadian." You said 12 chapters. Oh, only 12 chapters in Ecclesiastes. I'm just gonna. Okay, maybe I'm supposed to know that. Okay, anyways, let's get to it. And I did have orientation today. Sorry, guys. My mind is all over the place. Okay, last thing I will say. I was saying earlier how like I'm really grateful to the people who like brought me and just the people who helped me along the way to like get to this point. And no matter what happens, like because everything is like everything's a process, but it's like it really softened me a lot. It softened me a lot. Some of the people that I've been interacting with recently showed me a lot of humanity that I wasn't expecting, and it really softened me a lot. I don't even know how to say it, but and I know I just said I was mechanical, but I have a lot more faith in humanities in some sense of the word because of the kind interactions, and that means a lot. It means a lot to me. I think that's what we're supposed to do as Christians is make those interactions for other people, and yeah. So, anyways, I will. I hope that God really blesses me so that I can. Well, blesses the hard work that I'm putting in and the effort that I'm making and the good intention of my heart so that one day I can be a good blessing to other people too in another way. But anyway, okay, so Ecclesiastes 1. Your classes start today too, AG. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Good luck or blessings. So it says Ecclesiastes 1. The preacher speaks of vanity. Surely I didn't start. The words of the preacher, the son of David, king in Jerusalem. Vanity of vanities, saith the preacher. Vanity of vanities, all is vanity. What profit hath a man of all his labor which he taketh under the sun? Life is an endless circle. One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. The sun. Sorry, I thought I heard. Oh, weird. The sun also ariseth, and the sun goeth down, and hasteth to his place where he arose. The wind goeth toward the south, and turneth about unto the north. It whirleth about continually, and the wind turneth again according to his circuits. All the rivers run into the sea, yet the sea is not full. Unto the place from whence the rivers come, thither they return again. All things are full of labor, man cannot utter it. The eye is not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing. Nothing new under the sun. This is like what the title is. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be. You know, that's so funny. In the shower the other day, I said something similar. I was thinking to myself, and I was like, all that is will be, and all that was, like I said something very similar. I don't quite remember it, but that's very funny to me. I don't know. All that, like, that's just funny to me.
Um, the thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. That's kind of, and there is no new thing under the sun. That is kind of like very similar. But I was thinking, where did I get this from? Low key, I probably just remembered the Bible verse. Now look at me sounding Canadian. Low key, high key, bruh, bruh. Anyway, I'm having too much fun. Sorry. Um, is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It hath been already of old time, which was before us. There is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. The preacher undertakes his study. The preacher was king over Israel and Jerusalem, and I gave my heart to seek and search out by wisdom concerning all things that are done under heaven. This sore travail, that's what that reminds me of in French. I'm sorry. Hath God given to the sons of man to be exercised therewith. I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit. That's how I feel. It's not even how I feel, it's how I think. It's how I think. It's how I think and feel. Like every single time someone talks to me, all I think to myself is, man, this is just vanity and I don't care. Like, not that I don't care what people are saying. I'm very invested what people are saying. I mean, when people talk about the things that are often important to them, it's like it's all vanity. And I'm just like, I can't connect to this. I can't connect to this. It doesn't move me. But I met some people the other day, bomb people, amazing people, like just deep in their thinking, intelligent, Christian, beautiful family. Oh my goodness. Like my heart was exploding with joy because to me, like meeting somebody who has purpose and value in their life, like they see the plan of salvation, they see the purpose of being a Christian, of having a good family, they see the value in people and in themselves. They see something greater than material. That, like, I felt like, I don't know, like, a kid that goes into the candy store for the first time and it's like the old fashioned candy store. I remember when I was back home in Canada, me and my family used to go down to Canmore or Kananaskis. And whenever we'd go there, there was an old fashioned candy shop and it would have all the old candies and like it was so colorful and bright and beautiful, and like we would always get the Coca-Cola balls, but obviously those are not like old fashioned candies. Those are kind of like newer, well they were. And we would get like, those crystals on a stick, the crystallized candy, and old licorices and things like that. And the swirly lollipop that everyone gets, little kids. And that's kind of like how it felt. That's how I feel as a Christian whenever I meet other Christian people that are like, I don't want to say on fire because that's one thing, but like ones that you feel like your brain can just like be at ease in interacting with those people because you have so many shared values and so many shared ideologies. It's like you can really see a friend in that type of person. And I don't care to have friends with money. I don't care to have friends with fame or with assets or, cars or whatever. It's like that might be very nice. God blesses some people that way. And I think that's amazing because some people need that for God's purpose in life. Some people need to have those things. But for me, the most beautiful thing is to see the true intimate parts of someone's mind and their heart, and the true like character of someone's mind and their heart. I think that is the most beautiful thing that you can experience. Genuinity from somebody is such a pure and rare experience these days, but such a blessing. So anyways, that's just my thought on that. I know that was long, I'm sorry, but I am but a lady. I'm a woman. Let me continue. So I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit. That which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered. I communed with mine own heart, saying, Lo, I am come to great estate, and have gotten more wisdom than all they that have been before me in Jerusalem. Yea, my heart had great experience of wisdom and knowledge, and I gave my heart to know wisdom, and to know madness and folly. I perceived that this also is vexation of spirit. And I gave my heart to know wisdom, and to know madness and folly. I perceived that this also is vexation of spirit. For in much wisdom is much grief. And he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. I was thinking that before he said it. As I was reading the previous part, I was thinking to myself, you gained great wisdom, but through great sorrows, great suffering. And then it said it, and I was like, yeah, that's what's up. That's what I thought. And I was thinking that about my own past experience these past couple of years, that obviously it's different. I'm a woman, he's a man, I am not him, and he has different, obviously very different levels of understanding and wisdom. I'm just saying that all the things that I experienced the last couple of years gave me a great level of understanding and wisdom about a lot of things. A lot of people are always telling me, Kaysha, you're so wise beyond your years. And I just think to myself, because I had experience beyond my years, like I had an experience of suffering that most people don't have. And I'm grateful that most people don't have it. But wisdom and understanding truly comes through experience, which is why you can have a lot of experience at a young age, but the experience that you get with time and the wisdom that you get with time and experience is incomparable. It truly is incomparable. And I understand. My dad used to tell me all the time, you can't beat experience. And the older I get, the more clear it is to me, like how real that is. He said, Amen. What are Canadians like? Which proverbs are you about to read? I'm reading Ecclesiastes 1. He said, preach it, beautiful. Thank you. You're so kind, Shady. Shady Tales. I'm reading from Ecclesiastes 1, but I'm about to read chapter 2, if you guys want to join along. Okay, let me see. And sorry, guys, if I'm flipping back and forth. If you want, you can follow Real Talk with Kaysha on Rumble and go over there. And I can see all of your guys' comments in the same time. I don't want to have to like flip back and forth all the time. By the way, is it just me, or did Twitch like become different in the last couple of days? I don't know. I really don't know. You said I ran into your channel, but let's go. Jesus is coming soon. Yes, amen. Amen. Okay, so let's go to chapter 2. The vanity of pleasure and achievement. I'm sorry, guys. This is funny to me. I'm laughing. Haha. Sorry. I'm so sorry. A lot of times I think I'm funny, and some people don't laugh, but it's funny to me. Okay, anyway. The vanity of pleasure and achievement. I said in mine heart, go to now, I will prove thee with mirth. Therefore enjoy pleasure, and behold, this also is vanity. I said of laughter, it is mad, and of mirth, what doeth it? Okay. I sought in mine heart to give myself unto wine, yet acquainting mine heart with wisdom, and to lay hold on folly, till I might see what was that good for the sons of men, which they should do under the heaven all the days of their life. I made me great works, I builded me houses, I planted me vineyards, I made me gardens and orchards, and I planted trees in them of all kind of fruits. Guys, I miss fruit. Like I don't crave it, but like when I see fruit, I'm like, wow, I know that tastes good. But I'm like, I don't want the headache and I don't want to pass out because my pancreas could literally never. Anyways, I made me pools of water. You said my condolences. Honestly, condolences is real because fruit is delicious. Um, sorry, my hair is like in my face. Anyway. Um, okay, I sought in mine heart to give myself unto wine, yet acquainting my heart with wisdom, and to lay hold on folly, till I might see what was that good for the sons of men, which they should do under the heaven all the days of their life. I made me great works, I builded me houses, I planted me vineyards, I made me gardens and orchards, and I planted trees in them of all kinds of fruits. I made me pools of water to water there with the wood that bringeth forth trees. I got me servants and maidens and handservants born in my house. Also, I had great possessions of great and small cattle above all that were in Jerusalem before me. I gathered me also silver and gold, and the peculiar treasure of kings and of the provinces. I gat me men singers and women singers, and the delights of the sons of men as musical instruments, and that of all sorts. So I was great, and increased more than all that were before me in Jerusalem. Also my wisdom remained with me. Pride and pleasure. It's a little um, passage reading. Noble in youth, noble in manhood. The beloved of his God, Solomon entered on a reign that gave high promise of prosperity and honor. Nations marveled at the knowledge and insight of the man to whom God had given wisdom. But the pride of prosperity brought separation from God. From the joy of divine communion, Solomon turned to find satisfaction in the pleasures of sense. Education, page 152 and 153. Yeah, from the joy of divine communion, Solomon turned to find satisfaction in the pleasures of sense. Pride and prosperity brought separation from God. Yeah. Honestly, that's so real. That's so real. Okay. Um, and whatsoever mine eyes desired, I kept not. This is verse 10 now of chapter 2 of Ecclesiastes. And whatsoever mine eyes desired, I kept not from them. I withheld not my heart from any joy, for my heart rejoiced in all my labor, and this was my portion of all my labor. Then I looked on all the works that my hands had wrought, and on the labor that I had labored to do. And, behold, all was vanity and vexation of spirit, and there was no profit under the sun. That's what I think right now, that there's literally no profit under the sun. Like, right now, I think to myself, honestly, the only value there is to me in this world is to have a family. And I've always thought that, but like nothing matters to me. Like I don't care about bags or nice clothes or nice cars or exorbitant amount of money or fancy trips or like I just want someone to do life with. Like I want someone that I can do God's ministry with, that I can raise children for the kingdom with, that I can love and be against the world with. not against each other and then the world also against us. Like, obviously you're not going to go around like causing mayhem like for no reason. It's just like you understand that life is very hard and life is very cruel, but you have someone that's loyal that you can trust, that is your teammate. You are valuable but different, and you value each other's skills and put them together to create something beautiful, something strong, something, you know, powerful, and something that represents God. And that's what family is supposed to do. Something that gives people hope, for something better and greater than themselves. And I don't see that very much. Um, but I think I did the other day, and it like I said, the people I came across just the other day, they were just, it was such a blessing to just even interact with these people. It was such a joy. Like it was just beautiful for my brain. And I know that, I don't know if that sounds weird, but when you come across people who are greatly intelligent and greatly talented, it is such a blessing to just experience. Um, and being able to marry someone like that and create a family with them, I don't think there's anything else that really matters. Um, Everything that I've learned in my life, I've learned for the purpose of giving it to a family one day. Um, that it might aid my future husband and that it might bless our children together. And like the languages I've learned, for example, I did it because there was a need in the moment, but I thought to myself, okay, in the grand scheme of things, way, 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 way down the line when I have kids, this might be useful to them. Everything I've done, I thought, okay, this might also be useful for a future husband and children. And I might be a better teammate that way. And so I'm at the point where I really could care less about anyone that wants to chase vanity or anything that wants to chase vanity. And it's no disrespect to people who value that, because there is a place for it. Like you do need money, you do need things, obviously, because you need a place to stay, you need food, but it's completely different to prioritizing vanity. I don't prioritize vanity. I want my family that I'm going to create to prioritize God, because God always provides and He always opens doors of opportunity. And as someone who has literally been poor and on and off the street and in shelters and getting away by the skin of my teeth a lot of times, I saw that God was the one that was constantly providing. When my family was going through such a hard time, and He still is. So I don't know. My point is, like, I know it's a very long-winded answer, I know, but um, and no one really asked, I guess, but it came to my mind just after reading that, because it's like it's a really real thing, and to the point where it's like I nothing but the idea of family interests me at this point. Anyway, wholesome things at least. So anyway, and then the next part says, without God, everything is pointless. That's exactly what I was talking about. That's what I mean. Like, there's no point in having anything if you're gonna lose salvation down the line. Like, this world is so temporary. It's like, if you really just want heaven and you understand that you just want heaven, this world doesn't even really matter. It matters in the scheme of, in the bigger picture, you're helping and you're doing God's purpose for your life, but it doesn't matter for all the flashy things. Like, it's just, I literally don't care. Anyway, and I turned myself to behold wisdom and madness and folly, for what can the man do that cometh after the king? Even that which hath been already done. Then I saw that wisdom excelleth folly, as far as light excelleth darkness. The wise man's eyes are in his head, but the fool walketh in darkness. And I myself perceived also that one event happeneth to them all. Then I said in my heart, as it happeneth to the fool, so it happeneth even to me. And why was I then more wise? Then I said in my heart, that this is also vanity. This also is vanity. For there is no remembrance of the wise more than of the fool forever. Seeing that which now is in the day to come shall all be forgotten. And how dieth the wise man? As the fool. Therefore, I hated life, because the work that is wrought under the sun is grievous unto me. For all is vanity and vexation of spirit. That is real. Anyway, vain promises. That's a little passage reading. Solomon erected altars to heathen gods, only to learn how vain is their promise of rest to the spirit. Gloomy and soul harassing thoughts troubled him night and day. For him there was no longer any joy of life or peace of mind. And the future was dark with despair. Yet the Lord forsook him not. Patriarchs and Kings, page 76 and 77. Another great book, might I add. One second, let me just see what you guys. I wish I had a woman who puts Jesus first above everything. Hi, Sabrina. Yeah, Shady. I'm gonna call you Tails, if that's okay. Honestly, I think that there's nothing greater than being able to find a loyal companion that you can serve God with, that puts God and Jesus above everything, including themselves, including me. That is the most attractive thing on the planet. Like, the most attractive thing on the planet is someone who has that level of discipline where they put God above themselves and me. And in that, the reason why that's so attractive is because I realize that that person will always do what's in the best interest of all of us. Like, they're going to act out of duty as opposed to like emotion, and they're going to want to do what's right and pleasing in God's sight. Like, they're going to want to do what's right in God's sight, not their own. And I'm going to want to do what's right in God's sight, not my own. And I'm going to have the humility to accept when I'm making those mistakes and try to turn to a better direction and work together and cooperate in a way that's, fruitful, produces good fruit, or, as much as possible for the better of the circumstances and your family and things like that. That is a beautiful thing. That's what I think. That is a beautiful thing. Let me get back to the chapter. Okay, so verse 18. Yea, I hated all my labor. That HVAC system is killing me. Let me turn it off. I'm sorry. Bruh. Can you guys hear that? Sorry, guys. I'm literally such a goof sometimes. You couldn't hear? Okay, never mind. Why do I feel like my cheekbones are like so accentuated today? Anyway, can't pick it up. Wow, shout out to this mic. Okay, that's what's up. Okay. Yea, I hated all my labor, which I had taken under the sun, because I should leave it unto the man that shall be after me. And who knoweth whether he shall be a wise man or a fool? Yet shall he have rule over all my labor wherein I have labored, and wherein I have shewed myself wise under the sun. This is also vanity. Therefore I went about to cause my heart to despair of all the labor which I took under the sun. For there is a man whose labor is in wisdom, and in knowledge, and in equity. Yet to a man that hath not labored therein shall he leave it for his portion. This also is vanity and a great evil. For what hath man of all his labor, and of the vexation of his heart, wherein he hath labored under the sun? For all his days are sorrows, and his travail grief. Yea, his heart taketh not rest in the night. This is also vanity. There is nothing better for a man than that he should eat and drink, that he should make his soul enjoy good in his labor. This also I saw, that it was from the hand of God. And there is a little passage here. It says, wasted years. That reminds me of the song from my great grandma's cassettes when I was younger. The guy that was singing, he was pretty good. Songs, wasted years, oh how foolish. Da, 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 da. I think it turn around. God is calling you. He's calling you from a life of wasted years. And that one's like lower. Anyway, I forgot the lyrics, but it's a really good song. By his own bitter experience, wasted years, by the way. By his own bitter experience, Solomon learned the emptiness of a life that seeks in earthly things its highest good. In his later years, turning wearied and thirsting from earth's broken cisterns, Solomon returned to drink at the fountain of life. The history of his wasted years, with their lessons of warning, he by the spirit of inspiration recorded for after generations. Education 153, page 153 and 154. Yeah, it was recorded for everything. Jimmy Swaggart. You got it. As you AJ, how do you know this song? You're so awesome. Wasted years, oh how foolish. As you walk in darkness and in fears. I forget kind of. Turn around, God is calling you. Yeah. From which Bible are these footnotes? Ben, my man, my buddy, the Brummy. How's it going? Just searching the lyrics. King James, you're right, AJ. This is the King James. Yes, to the Brummy. This is the King James. Shout out to you. I haven't seen you in a minute, and I say that, but I haven't been on here in a minute, so I'm sure I would have seen you otherwise. Okay. Yeah. What was good about that, the wasted years thing, it's like it is a good example for us. We see all these years later, and it repeats itself. Like literally, you can see people doing this even today. No matter what year it is, you can see it happening everywhere. Okay. You said, I'm not the Brummy. That's the other guy. Ben, you're not the Brummy? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Ben, where are you from? Where are you from? I'm so sorry, Ben. Forgive me. I'm sorry. Okay, verse 25. For who can eat, or who else can hasten hereunto more than I? I'm the Floridian. Oh my goodness. Imagine getting this person depercent. I'm sorry, guys. East Coast, let's go. Florida? Not quite east enough. It's pretty hot down there, isn't it? Okay. For God giveth to a man that is good in his sight wisdom and knowledge and joy. But to the sinner he giveth travail, to gather and to heap up, that he may give to him that is good before God. This also is vanity and vexation of spirit. Solomon. We can do another chapter. It's not too bad. Only 70 degrees Fahrenheit. That's pretty hot for us, for a North Rican like me, if you know what I mean. Because, get it? Everyone's saying Canada is going to become the new Puerto Rico, but because they're the province to the north, they're North Ricans. Get it? That's funny. It'll catch on. Don't worry. I'm going to make North Ricans happen. Okay. Chapter 3. Everything in God's own time. Jesus, 10:25. It's not bad. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven, a time to be born, and a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill, and a time to heal, a time to break down, and a time to build up, a time to weep, and a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak. Yeah, I feel like because I'm actually doing. So like I think recently I've been silent. Like a lot of people miss my Substack, I'm not going to lie. And shout out to my loyal subscribers on Substack, Chronicles of My Heart. The Chronicles of My Heart. If you want to check it out, that is a more personalized version of me. Kaysha's um, inner dialogue, I suppose. The way I actually think. But I've been pretty silent. Um, I've been pretty silent. Considering dropping something, I've been writing stuff and then just not submitting it because I feel like, what's the point? Sometimes you got to be silent. Yeah, some things just feel like after a while, like, what's the point? But I know the point. I know the point. Sometimes you gotta, yeah, I'll leave it at that. Anyway, there's a little passage here. It says, a time for everything. There was a time to be silent and a time to speak. Lol. Jesus had not spoken until directly questioned. Matthew 26, verse 57, and 62, verse 64. He knew that to answer now would make his death certain, but the appeal was made by the highest acknowledged authority of the nation, and in the name of the Most High. Christ would not fail to show proper respect for the law. More than this, his own relation to the Father was called in question. He must plainly declare his character and his mission. Desire of Ages, page 706. He said, but comfort amongst the temperature is vanity. Ben, please. 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 Don't. No, it is sticky and disgusting and like not disgusting. I've been in Florida before, like another homeless moment. But it was very, very sticky and hot. And so like they had these things called chitters or something in the trees. If they touch your skin, you get like a rash, these bugs from the trees. Oh my goodness. Everything in Florida Florida is like the Australia of America. Things exist there that just should not exist. But I kind of wanted to see an alligator, I'm not going to lie. Anyway, a time, verse 8 now. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of, but you know what? Just side note, those oranges in Florida, nothing beats them. Those are some pretty good oranges. Chiggers. Oh, yeah, that's what they're called. Chiggers. I knew it sounded more weird. And the humidity are unpleasant combo. Exactly. Anyway. A time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. What profit hath he that worketh in that wherein he laboureth? I have seen the travail which God hath given to the sons of men to be exercised in it. Florida is the last bastion of freedom. Are you serious? Are you sure? Sorry. I seen something. Sorry, I get so distracted. When COVID shut everything down, we were still relatively operational. That's what's up. That's actually awesome. Okay, so the excellency of God's works. Verse 11. He hath made everything beautiful in his time. Also he hath set the world in their heart, so that no man can find out the work that God maketh from the beginning to the end. There's a little passage. Do not lift the veil. Man cannot by searching find out God. Let none seek with presumptuous hand to lift the veil that conceals his glory. No mortal mind can penetrate the secrecy in which the secrecy in which the Mighty One dwells and works. Only that which he sees fit to reveal can we comprehend of him. Reason must acknowledge an authority superior to itself. Heart and intellect must bow to the great I Am. Ministry of Healing, page 438. I know that there is no good in them, but for I am a man to rejoice and to do good in his life, and also that every man should eat and drink and enjoy the good of all his labor. It is the gift of God. Ben said, seriously though, Ecclesiastes is one of my favorite Old Testament books. It's not my favorite. It removes all earthly values and possessions so that all that's left, all we see is God himself. That's where I'm at in life. I'm not going to lie. I agree. Like, all the earthly possessions, like, none of it means anything. After everything I've been through, all I see is God. And that's really all I want to see. And I think that's why there's a Proverbs or Psalm that says in the book of Proverbs or Psalms where it says it's better to be in the house of mourning than the house of feasting. And there's a David. You said credit to DeSantis for Florida? What about Matt Gaetz? Anyhow, yeah, God himself, that's really it. I know that there is, verse 12, I know that there is no good in them, but for a man to rejoice and to do good in his life, and also that every man should eat and drink and enjoy the good of all his labor. It is the gift of God. I know that whatsoever God doeth, it shall be forever. Nothing can be put to it, nor anything taken from it. And God doeth it, that man should fear before him. There's another little passage, man, my English. God never changes. While there are different degrees of development and different manifestations of his power to meet the wants of men in the different ages, God's work in all time is the same. The teacher is the same. God's character and his plan are the same. With him is no variableness, neither shadow of turning. James 1:17, Education, page 50. Education is such a good book, guys. I don't know. Anyway, verse 15. That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been, and God requireth that which is past. All living things meet the same end. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. I said in mine heart, God shall judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time there. For there is a time there for every purpose and for every work. I said in mine heart concerning the estate of the sons of men, that God might manifest them, and that they might see that they themselves are beasts. For that which befalleth the sons of men befalleth beasts. Even one thing befalleth them. As the one dieth, so dieth the other. Yea, they have all one breath. So that a man hath no preeminence above a beast, for all is vanity. You said Gates certainly challenged health guidelines at the time. Props. That's what's up. Verse 20. All go unto one place. All are of the dust, and all turn to dust again. Who knoweth the spirit of man that goeth upward, and the spirit of the beast that goeth downward to the earth? Wherefore I perceive that there is nothing better than that a man should rejoice in his own works, for that is his portion. For who shall bring him to see what shall be after him? Wow. Requesting verses we're on chapter 4, verse 1. I will just do this one because it's a short one. It's called Acts of Oppression. So I returned and considered all the oppressions that are done under the sun, and behold the tears of such as were oppressed, and they had no comforter, and on the side of their oppressors there was power, but they had no comforter. Wherefore I praised the dead which are already dead more than the living which are yet alive. Literally, I say the same thing. Anyway, yea, better is he than both they, which hath not yet been, who hath not seen the evil work that is done under the sun. Hard work versus laziness. Verse 4. Again, I considered all travail and every right work, that for this a man is envied of his neighbor. This is also vanity and vexation of spirit. The fool foldeth his hands together and eateth his own flesh. Better is an handful with quietness than both the hands full with travail and vexation of spirit. Two are better than one. Verse 7. Then I returned and I saw vanity under the sun. There was one alone, and there is one alone, and there is not a second. Yea, he hath neither child nor brother, yet is there no end of all his labor. Neither is his eye satisfied with riches, neither saith he, For whom do I labor, and bereave my soul of good? This is also vanity. Yea, it is a sore travail. Two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up. Again, if two lie together, then they have heat, but how can one be warm alone? And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him, and a threefold cord is not quickly broken. I'm telling you guys right now, when you're alone and it's cold and you don't have blankets, like I didn't have blankets, you see the bed in the back, that's for if like I have a roommate. At this very moment, I do not. But I was sleeping on a bare bed because I didn't realize you needed sheets. When I came here, I didn't even think about it. And I was freezing. I was using my jacket to like wrap myself up and be warm. But someone blessed me with some stuff, and last night's sleep was a lot more warm, and a few things. God bless them. Honestly, that was that was a godsend. It was beautiful. Anyway, you gotta be thankful for all the good things in life. And the good people. Verse 13: Rulers and fickle citizens. Better is a poor and a wise child than an old and foolish king who will no more be admonished. For out of prison he cometh to reign, whereas also he that is born in his kingdom becometh poor. I considered all the living which walk under the sun, with the second child that shall stand up in his stead. There is no end of all the people, even of all that have been before them. They also that come after shall not rejoice in him. Surely this also is vanity and vexation of spirit. Wow. Wow. Isn't that crazy? You mean 10-4 as in I gotcha. LOL. What? Oh, wait, you guys are talking to yourselves in there. Should I do another one? Ecclesiastes on a roll. Water is delicious. I put my tea bag, my peppermint tea bag, in my water, and I couldn't warm it up because it's way too big for the microwave. Like, it's way too tall. So I just put it in cold water. And that is refreshing and delicious. I do wish it was hot, but that is refreshing and delicious. Water, like peppermint tea water. Amazing. Never gonna stop drinking that. What is the next one? Vanities and worship. I'll read one more. Nothing better than a crisp cold water on a hot day. Yeah, it's kind of cold right now in here. Also because I turned off the the heat, but it's okay. It's okay. Okay, last one. Vanities and worship. Chapter 5. Keep thy foot when thou goest in the house of God, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools. For they consider not that they do evil. Be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thine heart be hasty to utter anything before God. For God is in heaven, and thou upon the earth. Therefore let thy words be few. For a dream cometh through the multitude of business, and a fool's voice is known by multitude of words. When thou vowest a vow unto God, defer not to pay it, for he hath no pleasure in fools. Pay that which thou hast vowed. Better is it that thou shouldest not vow, than that thou shouldest vow and not pay. Suffer not thy mouth to cause thy flesh to sin, neither say thou before the angel that it was an error. Wherefore should God be angry at thy voice, and destroy the work of thine hands? It's actually a question mark. And destroy the work of thine hands. For in the multitude of dreams and many words there are also divers vanities. But fear thou God. If thou seest the oppression of the poor, and the violent perverting of judgment and justice in a province, marvel not at the matter, for he that is higher than the highest regardeth, and there be higher than they. Yeah, the injustice is crazy. The injustice is crazy. Another chapter, water, you thinking. You're so funny, Ben. You said another chapter, water, you thinking. And you did the boom boom emoji. Oh my gosh, that's actually so funny. Anyway, this is the last chapter, and you should be glad to be. I've been gone for a hot minute. You should be glad to be hearing the word of God in it. I'm just kidding, because I know you're not an actual Brummy, but anyway. Evil never overlooked. There's a little passage. The accounts of every business, the details of every transaction, pass the scrutiny of unseen auditors, agents of him who never compromises with injustice, never overlooks evil, never palliates wrong. Against every evildoer, God's law utters condemnation. He may disregard that voice. He may seek to drown its warning, but in vain. it follows him. It makes itself heard. It destroys his peace. If unheeded, it pursues him to the grave. Education 144 and page 145. Great book. I'm telling you. Gotta check out Education. Vanities and riches. Moreover, the profit of the earth is for all. The king himself is served by the field. He that loveth silver shall not be satisfied with silver, nor he that loveth abundance with increase. That is also vanity. And there's like a little passage down here. It's called Many Are Searching. Riches and worldly honor cannot satisfy the soul. Many among the rich are longing for some divine assurance, some spiritual hope. Yeah. Many long for something that will bring to an end the monotony of their aimless lives. Yes, the monotony. That is it, precisely it. The monotony of their aimless lives. Many in official life feel their need of something which they have not. Few among them go to church, for they feel that they receive little benefit. The teaching they hear does not touch the heart. Shall we make no personal appeal to them? Among the victims of want and sin are found those who were once in possession of wealth, men of different vocations and different situations in life, different stations in life have been overcome by the pollutions of the world, by the use of strong drink, by the indulgence of lust, and have fallen under temptation. While these fallen ones demand pity and help, should not some attention be given to those who have not yet descended to these depths, but who are sitting their feet at the same path, setting their feet at the same path? Thousands in positions of trust and honor are indulging habits that mean ruin to soul and body. Ministers of the gospel, statesmen, authors, men of wealth and talent, men of vast business capacity and power for usefulness are in deadly peril because they do not see the necessity of self-control in all things. They need to have their attention called to the principles of temperance, not in a narrow or arbitrary way, but in the light of God's great purpose for humanity. Ministry of Healing, page 210 and 211. That is so real. That is so real. When goods increase, this is verse 11 now, back. When goods increase, they are increased that eat them. And what good is there to the owners thereof, saving the beholding of them with their eyes? The sleep of a laboring man is sweet, whether he eat little or much, but the abundance of the rich will not suffer him to sleep. There is a sore evil which I have seen under the sun, namely, riches kept for the owners thereof to their hurt. But those riches perish by evil travail, and he begetteth a son, and there is nothing in his hand. As he came forth of his mother's womb, naked shall he return to go as he came, and he shall take nothing of his labor, which he may carry away in his hand. And this also is a sore evil, that in all points as he came, so shall he go. And what profit hath he that hath labored for the wind? All his days also he eateth in darkness, and he hath much sorrow and wrath with his sickness. And there's God alone gives contentment. Amen. Verse 18. Behold that which I have seen, it is good and comely for one to eat and to drink, and to enjoy the good of all his labor that he taketh under the sun all the days of his life, which God giveth him, for it is his portion. Every man also to whom God hath given riches and wealth, and hath given him power to eat thereof, and to take his portion, and to rejoice his labor, this is the gift of God. For he shall not much remember the days of his life, because God answereth him in the joy of his heart. Yeah. Yeah. I will stop there. Ecclesiastes is so good. You could low-key read the whole book in like one sitting. Like it is spitting fire. You know, when you can feel like your water is getting near its end and you're like sad because like it's almost done, but you're so thirsty because it's so good. Guys, I have a desk here. Like, I have a desk in the desk. Like, you know what I mean? Like a drawer. It's like a real desk. That's what's up. Now I have a pen that I can, or pencil, I can remember. I can circle what's next. Tomorrow, I'll just put a little, asterisk, Where's my constitution? Gotta mark it and close it. At the halfway point of Ecclesiastes. Yeah. I almost read number 6 too because I was like, actually, it looks fire. I really thought about it. It wasn't long either. It's really not. It's really not. I'll leave it. You could really finish the reading of Ecclesiastes in like 2 days. You could finish it in 1 day. If this was like earlier in the morning, perhaps I would, but well, you said God is good. Thank you for your reading. Thank you, Mark, for joining. That's very kind. I'm sorry I didn't see the comment until now. Oh my goodness. There is so many comments on YouTube. Sorry guys. I just prayed and opened my Bible to Proverbs. That's what's up. Hey, I like how Proverbs 11:21 and Ecclesiastes 4:12 bounce off each other in the KJV. Used to just be somebody. I used to just be somebody. Hello, everyone. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Anyone in here want a Bible study? That's kind of what this is, I guess. Pastor Timothy, bless you. God bless you too, sir. Does anyone know if John reflects the breath of life? I'm hungry for this teaching. If anyone knows, to find out. Perhaps a Bible study question for my dad. You said, who? More people watching on YouTube tonight? I guess. I suppose. I suppose so. Why does this look like remind me of like every villain on like WTV? Anyway, let's pray to close. And then we'll go to a Gazeta for a few minutes on Twitter, because why not? Let's see what's up. Let's see what's up on X. It's not Twitter anymore, guys. I should really stop calling it that. Anyway. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this day. Thank you for another day on this earth. Thank you for all the blessings that you've bestowed upon us. Thank you for being with us and guarding us, guiding us, and protecting us along the way. Thank you for all the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that you give to us. Thank you for the experience of life and the blessings that come through those experiences and the wisdom that comes through those experiences, and help us to be grateful, all of us listening, for everything that comes our way, and help us to trust you wholeheartedly, and help us to keep our eyes on you instead of vanity. Help us to know that you are the only answer and that you are the only way. There are things in life that we can appreciate, but help us to know that all comes from you at the end of the day, and everything is for your purpose. And help us to be intentional about the things that we do and the things that we say, and the way that we approach situations. Help us to have love in our heart. Please fill us all with the Holy Spirit. so that we can be more like you and that we can have those fruits of the Spirit and that we can understand the bigger picture and the plan of salvation and that we might follow your will as opposed to ours. Please bless all those watching, give them the desires of their heart in accordance to your will for their lives and even those around them. Please help us to be able to be connected with other people who are of like mind and like spirit and like heart, who desire to do your work and to help other people. And please help us to make a web of connections so that we can fulfill this plan of salvation and truly do a good work in you. Please forgive us all, and myself especially, where we've gone wrong in words, thoughts, deeds, and actions. And please help us to know how we might be able to take steps each and every day to better the mistakes that we are making, and even ones that we might not be aware of or seeing. Please reveal all these things to us and show us the truth and the way. Thank you for all that you've done and will continue to do in all of our lives, our hearts, and our homes. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Thank you guys for listening to my Bible study again. I had fun. You said, amen, Marcus. Thank you. The original Christian is the answer to this prayer. The original Christian, my sister, the chosen priest and teacher to all the fallen sons of Adam and Noah. St. John 2 at 4 verse 22. Read it. I'll check it out. Thank you. Okay, so let's see what we have on X. By the way, thank you for reading. Thanks, Ben. Thanks, AJ. Amen. Yes. Let's check out what's on X. Let me refresh. It seems like the feed is old. Okay. Wow. Guys, I ate nuts today and my head started hurting. I'm determined. I got a headache. I'm determined to returning to. I miss like you said, I need to get going. Thanks again. Have a great night. Have a great night, Ben. I'm determined to getting myself back to my usual, and not precisely like usual, but I mean, because you want to be better than before, but I really don't like, I don't know. I just want to be able to eat like veggies and stuff. It's so funny. Nice. That's what's up. That's what's up. Lisa Ann, life-changing benefits of a plant-based diet. Oh, that's what's up. I'm gonna watch that later. I'm gonna like it, so I watch it. I like it because she's plant-based. I was just thinking, that's what I was telling you guys. I really want to go back to plant-based diet when I really can. When I see pasta. Yeah, I don't actually, the one thing about eating a lot of protein and fats, I really don't think about pasta anymore. Like I don't think about carbohydrates, and my head isn't like running like crazy. The one thing I think, especially now that I have like insulin resistance, I think I will need to eat still more protein and fats even when I switch back to a plant-based diet. I will just need to make sure that I get enough protein, which is not difficult because I was raised vegan and I understand. But I'll need to make sure that I eat as much protein as possible to avoid my brain starving for carbs or my blood sugar like going all over the place. Vegetable carbs are fine, but like those rice and bread and stuff, I can't. People that watch videos out loud in public have room temperature IQ. That's so funny. Woman with an extremely rare birthmark. I thought it was a t-shirt when I first saw it. It's very cute, a birthmark, but like she doesn't need to show it like that, you know, like I I don't know. I don't know. I like this girl. She's really good at what she does.
I think I'm gonna make it into it.
I just realized that I'm not like I wasn't sharing with you guys the screen. I always do this. I literally always do this. So now I have to click presentation. Okay, so Lisa Ann, this is the lady who went plant-based. This was the carbs I was talking about. This is the lady with the really rare birthmark. I was like, it's a cute birthmark, but like, you know, doesn't really need to show all of it like that. But she has a nice birthmark. It's cool. I don't know. Never seen it before like that. This lady is usually really good at making clothes. That's a cute dress. She changed
On it, but I think I'm gonna make it into a dragonfly top. That'll be one of my outfits for Electric Forest. I didn't thrift this. It was my grandma's. My mom gave it to me. It's an old tablecloth, and I think I'm gonna make it into a cutout corset style top that I'll wear with some puffy sleeves that I made. And the tablecloth also had some matching napkins. So I think along with some other napkins for my grandma, I'm gonna make some comfy overalls. These two are my favorite napkins of the bunch, so I use them the most in the overalls. And I think along with this napkin, I might make a little asymmetric skirt outfit, and I might use one of these with florals on it to make into a top that I'll wear with sleeves and bottoms that I made from this jumpsuit that I thrifted that has a big hole in it, but is a really pretty floral pattern. I got this blanket that has this just sort of random wavy pattern on it. I'm gonna make it into a poncho that is merch for my best friend's brand, Controlled Chaos. I thrifted this dress, and I think I'm gonna make it into a cover up that I can wear over my bathing suits whenever I go to shows at water or to the beach. I got these two polka dot dresses, and I think I'm gonna make them into a little corset, which honestly I don't love. She's a little bit wonky, but I learned a lot while making it, and that's all that matters. If I was to wear it, I'd probably do it with this crochet bolero from Just My Luck and a matching skirt that I made from this striped dress that I thrifted. I got this black dress, and you can't really tell, but it is really pretty lace. So I'm going to take out the lining and make it into a mini dress that I'll wear to Breakaway Music Festival with a necklace from D and Beads and socks and a shrug that I made from this shirt that I thrifted. I got this blanket, and I did a giveaway on Instagram to make it into a custom hoodie for mine and my best friend's brand, Controlled Chaos. I got this button up, and I think I'm just gonna spice it up a little bit and add a cowboy kitty drinking an espresso martini onto it. Got this little knit dress. There are a few holes in it that I'm gonna have to fix, but I think I'm gonna make it into a little two-piece set, and I'll use what's left of it to make either a headscarf or headband. I got this lace shawl with some tassels and beading at the bottom. I think I'm gonna make it into a poncho, which
funny.
is easy to throw on for the
No, I
Sean's
gotta stop. She said I can't look away. I know. Oh wait, no, this is a nice dress.
This sweater, and I think I'm gonna make them into an outfit for Elements that's inspired by Toph from Avatar. I got this jacket, and it has this fun texture to it. I think I'm gonna make it into an outfit inspired by the Fire Nation girls from Avatar: The Last Airbender with
no, 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 no. You said I'm not a fan of her wardrobe, but her stylist deserves a raise. No, she's making all of those herself. I'm shook. She could make some serious, she could actually make some serious clothes. Like if they weren't, you know, immodest, she could She has really good skills and she could make some real serious good clothes. Mother says her sons will lose their inheritance if they have a child outside of marriage. Honestly, if you have to pay your children to do that, it might be an incentive, but that doesn't mean they'll be marrying for the right reason. It doesn't mean they'll even marry the right person. They won't marry in accordance to God's will for their life. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry. I don't know. I don't see the point in doing that. If you raise your children a certain way, they should understand, like, it's not like you're not going to need to give them an incentive to do it, because they're going to understand the incentive is themselves. The incentive is their salvation. The incentive is God. The incentive is doing what's in the best interest of everyone involved in the long term, creating these circumstances for their own success and their family success. And that would not be having a child out of marriage. It doesn't mean that good can't come out of that. It's just like, that's not the ideal. You can't promote that as the ideal if you're going to be honest, right? Money is not going to give them the understanding they need as men to know the importance of why a man should create and facilitate those circumstances. I don't know. I don't think so. It's not how my dad raised me anyway. And I've never seen him talk to men like that. My dad said men have to have hard things happen to them for them to understand. I don't know. I mean, to each their own. If that's what she wants to do with her kids, it's her business. But I mean, I just wouldn't do it. This is insanity. This lady, she's called Paper Eats, and she's one of the best young content creators I've seen on TikTok in a while. There's quality food content, and there's no food in sight. What?
And then y'all already know we're gonna add our chili seasonings right
The
into
best
the pot.
part is
And once that's
slaying
cooked,
me.
we're gonna drain our meat and start adding in some tomato paste, some crushed tomatoes, and some tomato sauce. You already know you can't forget the beans. And then I'm going in here with some beef broth, and that is it. Just let that boil for a little bit, and once it's done, you can go ahead and start putting it in your bowl. I don't know if y'all got any snow over the weekend, but this is the perfect meal to be snowed in with. Me personally, we didn't get any snow, but I'ma still enjoy me a good old bowl of chili, y'all. Happy Monday.
No. That's worse than cooking. No. You've got to draw them and cut them out and put no. I'm sorry, no. 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 Like a paper Minecraft, exactly. No. You said that's not a good incentive. Exactly. It's actually doing them a disservice. Exactly. That's what I was thinking about. The men who she's paying to not have kids. Is the principle of the matter. Exactly. But to that Paper Eats, no. Like, I can't stop. Like, with the no. Like, I'm sorry. Like, no. 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 Just cook. No. I'm going to bed. I'm doing like a couple more of these and I'm going to bed. All you bleep words out there that have your panties in a bunch because these guys are going to be able to speak freely now, go bleep yourself 1,000 times with 1,000 rusty mop handle. Whoa. You're now worried about misinformation and disinformation after you've been wait, creating it all for the past 10 years. Give me a bleeping break. You're PO'd because you can't control the narrative, not because the narrative is dangerous. It's only about control. You guys were wrong about everything. You had control and You forced everyone to capitulate, and now you don't have control and you hate it. It's insane that they even have the gall to feign that they're upset about this new thing and how dangerous it is when people start making their own decisions. Let's see what he says.
I don't care, ma and pa business or biggest business in the world.
Right.
When the government comes at you and says, we're going to fuck you up,
100% believe
then
me.
everyone goes,
Yeah.
fine, what do you need from us?
Blame the government. Absolutely.
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
So I don't call the guy a hero, but I
Yeah.
do blame our government. But now listen,
I do as well.
all you fucking pussies out there that have your panties in a bunch because these guys are going to be able to speak freely now. Go fuck yourself 1,000 times with 1,000 rusty mop handles, because you're now worried that misinformation and disinformation, after you've been creating all the mis and disinformation for the last 10 years, give me a fucking break. You are pissed off because you can't control the narrative, not because the narrative is dangerous. It's only about control. You guys were wrong about everything. You had control and you forced everyone to capitulate.
And now
you don't have control and you hate it. But it's not because it's dangerous, or if it is mis or disinformation, then what are we talking about? Ivermectin and horse paste? Like, what are we talking about here? It's insane that they even have the gall to feign that they're upset about this new thing and how dangerous it's going to be when people start making their own decisions. All right.
He said, all right. All right. That's funny. No, he's got a point. He's got a point. I wouldn't have said it like that, but he's got a point. Why didn't it work? Bonnie Blue says she's broken the world record by sleeping with 1,057 men in just 12 hours.
This is what my face looks like after taking 1,000 men less than 12 hours ago. I told you girls, taking fluids for moisturizer was good for your skin. The big 1,000 was completely done. So it started off, I'll give you a bit of an overview. After to start with, it was just like the room was absolutely full. Then we did groups of 5, like one after the other of 5s. I wanted to give people more time, so then it went down to like one-on-ones, didn't it? So like one person would watch whilst I was with somebody, and then it would literally just be like a rotating circle like that. This is what my face looks like after taking 1,000 men less than 12 hours ago.
Like, you said let her cook the other girl with the paper stuff. That's so funny. Hope Elon buys TikTok too, just to spite them. I actually said that. I was like, what would happen if Elon bought TikTok? We start seeing like engineering videos and like actual cool stuff, I'm sure, which I would actually like because I really like engineering. Low key, I really like engineering. Or high key now, but good riddance. That the left had a handle on the media for years. Yeah, legacy media is dead. Yeah. That's so sad. Shame on those men, for real. Shame on everyone involved, honestly. You said just discuss. It's sad. Like, I'm like my insides hurt for this lady. Like, I can't even think about that. I can't even think about that. Terry said, this is spot on. A good way to judge someone's characters to see how they act around their dog, and also the way their dog acts around them. Fair. I'm in a dark place tonight. If you could just pray for me, please. Pray for Audra Warlow. My husband has been in love with me since he laid eyes on me. Doesn't watch porn, high IQ, makes a ton of money, is an attentive father, good with his hands, devout Christian, and thinks I'm the hottest girl he's ever seen. Good men exist. It's possible to marry one. That's beautiful. That is really beautiful. A man who's genuinely in love with his wife doesn't degrade his marriage with pornography, is an intelligent man, um, makes money to take care of his family. That's necessary. Like I said, I'm not going to worship money. I don't really care, but there's a purpose for it and it needs to be used with purpose. He's an attentive father, which is very important for children because if you're not an attentive father, then you're screwing your kids over and your wife. Like you're just creating the circumstances for your own family's destruction. That's what my dad tells me anyway. I'm not a man. And good with his hands is great because he knows how to fix things. Like men that know how to fix things are extremely attractive. Like not just fix circumstances, but like know how to literally put their hands somewhere in the house and fix things. That's very attractive. I'm just like, yes, please fix this. I want to watch. This is so exciting and fun. It's like you're doing all the things that I cannot do, and it's like so great. I love that you can do this, and like I just call you whenever you can do this. And then thinking that she's the hottest girl he's ever seen, it's like, yes, if you marry someone, they should be like the most attractive person that you've ever seen, not because they are actually physically the most attractive person you've ever seen, but because your love for them makes them the most attractive person you've ever seen. Like nothing can outweigh the attraction you have to them because your love for them is so deep in who they are and what they mean to you that it shines through and makes their physical outward attraction even stronger. And when you see other people, because humans are humans, you're going to look at people and you're going to say like, oh, well, that person's attractive or whatever, like that person looks attractive. But it's inconsequential because they could never match the attraction of the love of your life, the person that you're genuinely in love with, that you want to share the rest of your life with and have children with and raise soldiers for the kingdom with. And that is a very beautiful thing. It is very beautiful and very special when you can say, this is my person and this will always be my person and there will never be another person. That is a very, very special thing. Good men do exist and it's possible to marry one. I think so. I'll actually end on this because I'm getting tired and I have things to do tomorrow. Okay. Good night. Good night, Gonzo. Sorry, I got shocked and I never mind. I was reading something. I was thinking about something. I opened a different thing. I was like, anyway. You said it would influence the younger generation in a big bad way. Dude got several bites of the apple. God bless his family. Stuff like that gives me hope for humanity. Good night. Yeah, that's what I was going to talk about. So I'm going to end on this. So like I said, I've met some people who really made me believe in humanity again. I'm going to end on here. I do have to go to sleep because I almost ended the stream just now. I met some people who made me believe in humanity again in a different way. Like I've shared that experience with you guys before, but in a different way now so for example, when I was driving here, I thought to myself, a real man is like the real value of a man is someone that can help you when you're sick and, give you solutions to like problems that seem very small, but they're actually really big in the moment. So I was badly sick after Amfest. I really thought I was going to have to go hospital because I was so shaking and like so the boy JT, hi. I was like shivering, I was shaking, I could not barely get out of bed. I thought I was going to keel over. I was like, what is this virus or whatever that I've gotten from this amethyst? And it was on the last day, like after like everything was over, but apparently everyone got sick and I was throwing up real bad and it was just gross. But like I went down with I went down with some people down here to Oklahoma, and one of my friends like gave me a sandwich and some protein drinks and some Pedialyte and like some just vitamins and other things that would just like help me feel better. And I was like, in real time, I was just being a really nice friend, And then in real time, I was like, wow, this is the perfect example of what men are around like women, around friends, around family, like the just value of men in general. Like a lot of people think it's like men's finance and stuff. And of course he like had those things. You have to like buy those things, but it's the fact that they are problem solvers. And the trip from Arizona to Oklahoma was like 16 hours. And we were all like driving and it was long, but it's just the fact that somebody could do those solutions for you. Whereas like females were just sitting there like, okay, well, this is what it is. And not that we don't also like have solutions. Like I was thinking, okay, well, if I could make myself some tea or like some soup, but obviously I couldn't do that. You said real friends. Yeah, JT, exactly. Real friends. And I was like, this is why having a man around is so valuable. And then after that, my friend was like, you should try these exercises every day and like try eating this. You will feel better. And I've been doing that for the last couple of weeks and I feel great. Like I feel really great. And I don't nap during the day anymore. Like I'm not like up and down with my insulin, and I've gotten pretty decent shape considering it's only been a couple weeks and I'm like still going. And I was like, women forget the value of having good men around, be it friends, family, husbands, like whatever. And like that's very important, because in a moment where a woman's like really emotional and you're just like, by the time women get emotional, the brain is like scattered. I'm just going to be honest. Like you're just like, I don't want to think about it. You're just like, how can I feel better right now? And feeling better isn't actually being better, because, sometimes girls will be like emotional and they'll literally be like, okay, I'm just going to go eat a tub of ice cream because I'm going to feel better from that. But that's not the solution. You still need a solution. And good men will bring solutions to you. Like I said, be it friends, family, whatever. And women, like, I think they really take for granted, like, just how important that experience is. And I obviously had been super isolated for a really long time. And obviously I have my family back home, but they're back home. And this is stuff that, like, my family would have easily helped me with if they were physically here. But obviously, like you guys know, like we were separated. One day we will see each other again soon, but yeah, it just really put a lot of things in perspective for me. And I said to the person, I was like, this is the genuine value of men. It's not money, it's not assets, it's not like anything material, it's not vanity. It's the experience of being a great companion and a problem solver and a risk taker and compassionate and genuinely kind, and showing humanity to somebody, and showing humanity to someone takes those things. And I think that's very beautiful. I think that's very beautiful. That experience, it really softened me, honestly. The whole experience of coming here to Oklahoma has softened my heart a lot. And I was not cold at all, I don't think. But I mean, like, it's really like, I don't want to say like relaxed me maybe a bit, because everyone needs that humanity. Everyone needs to think and feel like they as humans are valued or appreciated for who they are, and that someone wants to interact with them in that very wholesome and kind manner. And you don't come across it very often. So when you do see people that show kindness like that, it's like, oh, thank you. That was really a blessing on my life. And you don't forget things like that. You don't. And so, anyway, I think that everybody should consider more, I guess, what we've read today in Ecclesiastes about vanity and about God. And those, like, the people were redirecting me to God consistently and telling me to pray and be in the Bible and, like, you know, being really encouraging to me. And I've progressed so much. I've progressed so much just in the last couple of weeks. And like I said, I was literally homeless just before coming here and living in a hotel. And I'm not going to lie and say that every day is easy, or that, like, I don't feel hurt sometimes by some things, because that's not true. I'm still a person. I still have emotions. I'm just saying that the way that I've progressed so much just by small acts of kindness and just people, like, believing in you makes a big difference. And obviously my dad has been doing that the whole time, which is why I'm even here and able to even perform in these moments where I get these small opportunities. So it's really the grace of God and my father. But when you're outside of family is what I'm talking about. When you come across people that, you know, your family is going to, you're going to be loyal to your family. Your family's going to be loyal to you. That's a given. You know, if you have a good family or a God-fearing family even. But when you come across people that you don't know and you get these experiences, it's more of a blessing. It shows you that God is really looking out for you again. And it brings you back to the full picture. And it really humbles you a lot, because you're like, wow, this really is the grace of God. Like, it's not me. It's not anything else. But it brings back the connectivity. And then you start seeing a purpose greater than you. And you feel God's love, because humans are not meant to be alone. We're not meant to be without connectivity. And the pastor at church the other day, I went on Saturday and Sunday, and they were kind of speaking about the same thing. It was very funny, about connecting with people on a more intimate level and having understanding. And it's interesting, now we're reading this in the Bible now, in Ecclesiastes, but having understanding, and that you can't actually be close to God without being understanding to the people around you, and being genuinely intimate and opening your heart to them, and giving people the chance to betray you. And I think sometimes I am silent for that reason. I think I've been silent in a lot of things recently for that reason. But it's the only way. And that connectivity is a blessing. So I hope all of you guys are blessed by the stream that we did today. I know some of it was a little bit, but yeah. Yeah, I think you get it. Be blessed, stay encouraged, stay connected to God and those around you, and put your pride aside and do what is right and pleasing in God's sight, not your own. All is vanity. All is vanity. And nothing is anything without God. So anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in to Real Talk with Kaysha. Please go out if you want to support the work that I'm doing. You can subscribe to me on Vocal, which is Frank's speech app, like their little app thing, or Locals. You can subscribe to us on there, and I say us because the Karis Project, the podcast that I run, the other one. You could also subscribe to me on X If you want to support some of the things that I'm doing, I'm in school now, so obviously I'm not going to be doing as much online, but I still need the support and I will try when I can. And then if you want to hear my more personal, intimate thoughts, you can subscribe to me. You can follow me and subscribe to me on Substack, where I share my more personal, intimate thoughts with you guys. But I've been quiet. I want to write something, but I've been quiet as of late. I might divert the attention. Honestly, well, I have been diverting. I might continue to divert, but it will be good regardless. So go over and subscribe to the Chronicles of My Heart on Substack. That's fine. And support some of the writing. I think you will truly enjoy it. I have a lot of love for what I've poured into that, and I still do. I just understand the way things are. And a lot of things, I don't really care about my perception per se. I care about what is and what will be. Just the way things are. Like, it is what it is. And I think I'm going to start just writing a lot of those things as is, but it will still be with love and respect, if that makes any sense. So thank you everybody for your love and support. Please pray for me in my new endeavors here at uni in Oklahoma. I'm enjoying it so far, and I hope you all have a good night. I hope you all are blessed, and I wish you all well. Yes, I am on Instagram as well, Tails. You can find what's my X page called? My X page is okay. I'm just gonna put it here, and I think Instagram is also. I think it's the same. I think it's the same on Instagram. Sorry, guys. I don't. The links should all be in the description, though. To be fair, like the links for everything should be in the description, but I just wrote it down in the chat, so you guys, if you want, can try and check that. Let me see if I can wait. Oh, let me see. Let me see if that works. What's up? Wait, why did it only go to 2? Why did it not go anywhere else? I said all. That's okay. Okay, it went there too. That's fair. All right, guys. Catch you later. Good night.